Where are we?
It is a show where we take people that are going to be blindfolded and not have any idea where they are, and throw them all over Europe, and then ask them at the end of every episode where they think they are, and there's challenges along the way. I will test them at every opportunity. I will poke and prod them at every opportunity. I will be their best friend and their worst enemy at every opportunity. That is Destination X.
To be completely honest, I feel like I was made for Destination X. Anything I've done in the past has been truly an incredible experience, and I'm able to look back on it fondly. But this experience right now, this adventure, I don't think I could curate or write up something more perfect for me to be a part of, for me to succeed in, and honestly just have the time of my life and just go with it, dive in, and give it my all.
I've never done a whole lot of traveling outside of the US. I've been to a few countries, but I've never gotten to see Europe more than just Paris, and even that was just for a few days. So being able to see Europe from this kind of perspective, not just, okay, here's the touristy things that everybody does, but like, here's some mega crazy challenges. I mean, that's just a side of Europe I think that a lot of people would never be able to see. So I'm excited to just do some crazy, intense, ridiculous things that I would never, ever, ever do on my own.
Welcome to my Destination X bus. All they have to look at is themselves. The windows, wow, are blacked out. Being the host of the show, I think, is something very new for me. It's about challenging myself and doing something different and new. And I think NBC sold me on the idea of me being me, which is a little bit of a, I'm a little bit of a loose cannon occasionally.
Living on a bus is interesting. What makes it stranger is that there's 9 strangers. The bus is unbelievable, you know? Is it gonna get old after a little while? Sure. Am I gonna get tired of seeing some of the same faces? Maybe, I hope not, but that's just the way life goes, you know? And more than likely, I may not get along with everybody. That's part of it, you know, that's life. You may not like everything that comes your way, but you gotta get over it. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome, you know? It's good vibes. We got comfy couches, comfy chairs, reclining chairs, and camera on you at all times. So what could go wrong?
I'm gonna make it farther than you expect, and I probably will win this. You'd be surprised. It's usually the person that you don't think is gonna win, usually just like, boom, out of nowhere wins. That person's me. But I kind of like love history. You know, I'm more specialized in Asia than Europe, but I've been doing my research. And I excel in monuments and flags, so my goal is to let everyone think that I'm not the brightest, but really I'm just gonna sneak up on them and mocha, take the crown.
Here is the one maybe seating area that they can possibly form their alliances, do a little strategizing without everybody hearing.
Rick is a snake. Watch your back with him.
I think that I'm gonna be good at Destination X because no matter what the game is, I am a people's person. I am a social butterfly. I'm extremely extroverted, and I think that my personality, either you love me or you hate me, but I'm gonna be genuine, I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna be Josh. And hopefully some people love me in there, but I think that I'm really good at connecting and understanding people, so I think that forming those strong relationships is gonna bring a lot of information my way, and we do know that in any game, information is power, so I'm hoping that I form those relationships that'll help me get along.
My strategy is to be in the background. I'm not a big talker. You know, maybe the less you say, the more you know, and the more you talk, the less you know. So I'm just gonna be reserved, observant, people watch, clue watch. I'm not gonna be causing drama. I hope to not be I hope to have not many fingers pointed at me. I don't want to be in the drama. I want to be off to the side, just skating by, figuring out the clues, going from step to step, and eventually people are going to say, oh, Rick is a player. Yeah.
This is where the players will be sleeping, and as you can see, we like to make it as uncomfortable as humanly possible. I'm not a short person. This isn't so bad. I might be able to do this if there weren't 9 other people in here with me.
You know, this game, I think, requires you to be very smart, to be able to pick up on subtleties, to be good at physical things, to be emotionally strong. I mean, you've got to be able to live on a bus for a month with a bunch of people you don't know whose personalities are completely different from yours. And you know, I think I've got all of those things, right? I think I'm a very smart person. Academically, I also think I've got some street smarts. I'm good at riddles. I'm good at picking up on clues. I love those kinds of things. I love like escape rooms. I love puzzles. I love just trying to solve things. I love just being given some information and having the opportunity to just stew on it all day long and try to make something of it.
If they didn't know me then, they're gonna know me now for sure. The things that I've said some pretty crazy stuff. It is what it is. That's me. I'm not changing me for anybody, right? Like, this is me. You either love me or hate me, which is how it usually goes. People love me, people hate me. There's no in between with me, so. But that's okay.
Welcome to the map room, the single most important room in this game.
Jeffrey is such a cool, kick-ass host. When I first saw it was him, I was freaking out. There was like, I couldn't even think of his name in real life. I kept going like, that's Negan from The Walking Dead. Like, he is just, he's so relatable. He's so funny and just down to earth. Like, he just has that like kind of bad guy-ish, you know, bad boy, I guess I should say, bad boy-ish vibe, but he's still really cool. You know, I love having him as a host. That was one of my biggest questions coming into this experience was, who is going to be our host? And I'm so glad that it's Jeffrey. Like, it's always such a pleasure seeing him.
The end of every episode will end with players in this very room.
First timer. Oh, this is so cool.
See, now the object is for the players to figure out where the hell they are.
I'm most excited to see how well my judgment is. You know, how well I actually do read people. You know, is my ego getting in the way when it comes to how well I will do in the social aspect of the game? You know, I'm looking forward to seeing places that I've never seen before, and you know, meeting new people.
Life being filmed on the bus for weeks, I just don't even know. At first I thought it was gonna feel a little invasive, but now I'm kind of just used to it. I'm being myself, I'm enjoying getting to know everyone, I'm trying to be a little sneaky to have conversations with people here or there, but I realize that everything has potential to be out there for everyone to see, so it's more important for me to just live in the moment and what happens, happens.
I'm a huge fan of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, so it is so cool that he's gonna be the host of this game. I've seen him in Supernatural, I've seen him in The Boys, and The Walking Dead, and now I'm gonna be playing a game with him? I mean, come on, how cool is that?
I'm not going to make it easy for him, I'll tell you that.